Elden Ring is finally here. One of the biggest draws for me was my love for the Dark Souls series, especially the third one being my favorite. One of the main directors, the one that made the very first Dark Souls, worked on this game, as well as the guy from Game of Thrones, which is kind of random, but okay, I'll take it. I want to break down some of the stuff that I really like about this game and the things I don't. Starting off with the graphics look great in this game. The sense of scale is insane. When you start looking off into the distance and start really planning in your mind, man, I want to go to that spot, I want to go to this spot. There are no limitations. You can literally go wherever the hell you want to. There's no invisible walls or any of that bullshit, especially like when I played Horizon Forbidden West. I was so disappointed with the amount of invisible walls in that game. Never once did I have to deal with that in Elden Ring. They actually made a real open world game. No bullshit. So the art style and just the raw sense of scale really it makes you feel like you're in this world. The combat system is tight, is just as good as all the Dark Souls games. So if you've played the previous Dark Souls games or even Bloodborne or Sekiro or any of those, then you'll be right at home with this one, especially since you can jump in this game, finally. So you're basically getting Dark Souls 3, but with added little touches. The mounted combat system is definitely the thing that shines the most in this game. Running around on the mount has never been this satisfying in any video game I have ever played. And I've played tons of open world games, like a ridiculous amount. And the thing that really makes this stand out is just how responsive the controls are. You can spin him on a dime and do donuts, as well as the actual fighting on it feels very good and very skill-based. They made traversal around the world extremely easy. Once you actually kindle the bonfires, I forget the name of them. I use Dark Souls terms all the time while I'm playing this game. But anyway, when you kindle the bonfires, you can teleport to each one. So wherever you want, you're not gonna lose your souls or anything like that. It makes traveling so painless and so awesome. So to see this game actually get teleportation and mobility right is a breath of fresh air. The multiplayer and the PvP is just as good as what you've seen in the other Dark Souls games. They stepped it up a notch here because at least they let you put your sign down wherever you are and you can explore with the host wherever you want. So this makes co-op just so much more enjoyable in this game than in previous Dark Souls games. And especially since it's the easiest way to level up and gear up and do all those things that you want to try to achieve in the game. The PvP is just as fun as the other Dark Souls games. This is something I'm going to be spending a lot of time with. I really can't wait to get deeper into PvP and do a lot more. I didn't really get to do a whole lot yet, but yeah, I'm excited about it. Now to talk about some of the bad things. Just like in previous Dark Souls games, the difficulty is extreme in this game. Even the very first major boss is a nightmare to face. So this could be a major turnoff for a lot of people. For me, I love the challenge. I'm down to just keep working on my dude to get better at the game because this game is very skill-based. And that's what I've always loved about the whole Dark Souls series. But this could be a huge turnoff for people that are more casual and want to just kind of, have something to play on the side and have fun with. This is probably not that game for you. The performance issues are pretty bad at times. For the most part, I'm getting really good frame rate. I don't know exactly what my frame rate is, but it's high and it's perfectly smooth for a really long time. And then out of nowhere, there will be these big ass lag spikes, almost like stuttering lag, until the point where the game kind of like freezes for a second. And during an epic battle, you don't want to be going through all this lag. This is absolutely miserable. So hopefully this is something they can fix. I'm on the PC version, by the way, but I've even heard cases of the console versions, even the next gen ones, struggling with this. The matchmaking is iffy, just like in the previous Dark Souls games. It's the same premise where you put your sign down, people can call for you, and then you can be a phantom and help them out to kill the boss. But there's a lot of times that when you're trying to summon phantoms and you'll see like the sign on the ground, you click on it and then it says unavailable over and over. I'm assuming that this has to do with maybe a different person snatched up that sign that was on the ground. So that person just may not be available, But this creates a huge problem because especially with that first boss, like I was saying, everyone's struggling to get through that right now. So to be sitting there spamming on each one of the signs over and over, and they all say fail to connect over and over and over, it gets really tedious very fast. On top of that, there is no dedicated servers for matching up with other players. The host is the one in charge of the latency in that. So if they have really shitty internet, you're gonna be stuttering and lagging all over the goddamn place. So it makes it almost pointless to even join a match with that person. So get used to getting disconnected a lot. Overall though, I am very impressed with this game. There's so much quality of life. There's so much things that they stepped up a notch over the other Dark Souls games. You can tell that they really put as much as they possibly could in this game. They took what was working in the Dark Souls games and amped it up. Like I said before, this game is definitely not for everybody, but it is for me. I give it a 5 out of 5. This is an awesome game.